Hey, Karu and Nikki. I'm looking out of our hotel room here in Devil's Bridge, and I haven't made a video in a while, so I'm going to try to make one here. I've finally caught up in editing Sarah's. This is the main road that runs through Devil's Bridge, and you can see how this car is parked right in the middle of one of the lanes, so really there's only enough space there for one car. Actually, you can probably squeeze two cars through there. But this is standard parking here. Actually, down there where you can see that tight spot where they're doing a little construction. Yesterday, we were down eating at the pub, and a woman pulled up and just parked her car right there, completely blocking that lane of traffic. And the speed limit on this is 40 miles an hour. Although people usually go faster. This car's going pretty slow, actually. Yeah, and this over here is the valley where we walked yesterday when we went down. If you saw the video posted for Bryn, or for Sarah of the falls. Actually, we went, there's a bridge over here that you can see a picture at the end of that shows there's three old bridges, one over the other. And you walk across that bridge and go in on that side, and then you hike down and around and come up on this side. So that was the hike we took yesterday. So this trip has been super busy. I guess today is June 2nd, and we actually, we've been getting up and having a English, or I don't know, Welsh breakfast, what they call it, yeah. Hot breakfast every morning. And basically we've had the same thing every morning with some variation, and it's bacon, which here is more like ham, with some fat around the edges. Sausage, eggs, mushrooms, hash browns this morning. That's the first time we've had hash browns. Toast, tea, and this morning I actually had black pudding, which is like a patty of blood with oatmeal mixed in, that's been cooked until it's kind of like turned into a sausage, I guess. And it wasn't very good. I didn't actually like the black pudding, but I was thinking it's kind of like Soylent and Green. It's like a distilled form of nutrient, with no flavor and disgusting texture. But actually, if I mixed it in, and also fried tomato every morning, like a whole tomato cut in half and then fried. That's standard fare too. So we eat that every morning, which is a big breakfast. I don't usually eat that much for breakfast, but eat that breakfast, and then we get up and go. We're usually on the road, and breakfast isn't, most places breakfast hasn't been served till like 9, right? Sarah? 8:30 or 9. This morning they started serving at 8. And I've been trying to keep up with the videos for Sarah, and the editing and all that is all, and uploading videos. It takes a long time, so I have to come up logistically stage it so that I've got to copy the videos over from the camera, which usually takes about half an hour. So I start that, and then we go do something, and then I cut together the videos, which has taken me anywhere from half an hour to like probably an hour and a half to 2 hours to do a video, depending on how organized we were when we started it and how good the footage is. And then render it, which takes anywhere from half an hour to an hour usually. Some of the shorter ones actually take 15 minutes or so. And then upload them, which takes a long time. So we've got these long times of computer processing that I have to work around. This is boring. I'm in England. I'm telling you my work schedule. But the thing is that what I've been doing actually is we get back to the room and I immediately start working on the videos, and usually Sarah goes to bed, and she always needs more sleep than I do anyway, but and then I work until like 11 o'clock and then go to bed. So last night I finally got, I think for the first time on the whole trip, I'm caught up on all the videos, so I could get up this morning and not have to work in the morning. So yeah, most mornings I've been waking up at like 5:30. I just wake up and so I usually get up and start working on the video. So I put in about 2 hours before breakfast, 2.5 hours.
You're working so hard.
So yeah, I'm just trying to make Sarah feel bad. I'm earning my keep on this trip. I know Sarah's paying for it, but so anyway, yeah, it's been good. The trip itself has been just awesome. I mean, we're just doing so much, and I like having the schedule. I mean, we try to do 3 things a day, at least, and the videos I think are getting better. But I like seeing stuff, and we've spent time with people on a number of occasions. The places where we stayed have been gorgeous. Actually, this one, I'll take some footage from the outside of this too. This is a big old stone house, or manor, or whatever, built right smack against the road, just like most of them. And I know I put up a little bit of video footage of the driving and everything. Actually, I'm finally feeling comfortable driving. Man, the first day when we got off the plane in Manchester City and I got in the car, yeah, that day was crazy, and I was driving on the freeway, which is actually really easy. It's just like driving in the U.S., except you're on the opposite side of the road. But it's constantly reminding myself which side of the road to be on. And then the next day we drove a small back road, and it was just I was like the whole time keyed up because it's so narrow, and cars are coming the other direction, and it's actually recognizing the patterns of other drivers and what they're doing, understanding the road signs, not knowing what anything means. I mean, I was after the fact, I was thinking, I should have looked up all the road signs, tried to figure out what they mean, because you're driving along and all of a sudden there's arrow in the middle of the road pointing toward you into your lane, like a turn, and giant arrows, and I'm like, what's going on? And it means it's the end of a passing zone. But it took me a while, and then you're driving along and you see a big sign with 3 hash marks on it, 3 giant hash marks, and then you see another sign with 2 giant hash marks, and then with 1 giant hash mark, and then there's an exit. But the first time you see those giant hash mark signs, you're like, what does that mean? Yeah, all of that, just crazy. But now I'm actually feeling pretty comfortable driving. I still have to remind myself to stay to the left, and I don't know, this whole dyslexia thing, I don't know if it's that or what, but I just sometimes I look at the road and I have no idea which side I'm supposed to be on. I'm just looking at the road and I'm like, I don't know which side to be on. And Sarah always reminds me, luckily. I've driven on the wrong side of the road for short stretches, probably a half dozen times. But it's all good. Yeah, so it's been a really fun trip. I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are doing well. I watched your video, Nikki. I really enjoyed the video of your house and the road going to your home. You said some things in the video. I liked your garden. I like the Trex deck. I mean, we have Trex, and interestingly, we put in a Trex deck, and I put that up myself with some help from Brad. Did Brad help with the deck, or we did that without Brad, didn't we?
Yeah, we did that.
What's that?
He did the roof.
He did the roof. Well, so the porch, he came and helped us put the roof on it, but so I put down the Trex and did the whole deck, and then it just started degrading, and it's under warranty, so we emailed them pictures of it, and they hired a contractor to come and replace the Trex for us, because we got bad Trex, and apparently that was a problem for a while. And so we got new Trex, and they completely replaced all the decking. But it's really nice. I really like it. Yeah, I will, like I said, make some videos of other things. I've taken a little video here and there for you guys, but not much. And maybe I'll try to cut this together tonight, although there's going to be a lot of videos to do tonight, I think, because we're going to a bunch of places that play major roles in Sarah's books. So, till I speak to you again, still dead. Still dead.